angry lioness. Sheba, the lioness, was not born of anger. It was life that had shaped her so. This beautiful lion had started life full of boundless joy, sharing the promise of each new day with her playful brothers and sisters. All was well, and all was abundant in their pride, until the arrival of man into their world. Man came often, and too often the rivers ran red with the blood of her ancestors. Sheba cried equal rivers of tears, and as the pain worsened, it became an unbearable sorrow that swiftly became a fiery anger, that powerfully became a revengeful hate. One dark evening, as the red sun set over the arid plains, Sheba vowed she would hunt down and destroy man for the suffering he had bestowed. Driven by her thirst for blood and revenge, she hunted for 13 days and 13 nights, until at last she came across the man village she had seen in her nightmares. Children lay blissfully unaware in their beds as fathers told bloody tales of their latest kills by the flickering campfire. As the flames of the campfire danced across their faces, a fiery flame of its own was spreading through Sheba's angry heart. Just as the last hunter rose to retire to his bed, Sheba pounced from behind the long grass and roared like she had never roared before. She leapt upon the village, tearing down lanterns, slicing through coverings of their homes and destroying everything in her path. Fueled with a frenzied madness, Sheba channeled her fiery rage well into the night, and the people of the man village were helpless to stop her. Plunged into darkness, the petrified humans could not see Sheba anywhere. She smiled malevolently as she stealthily prowled across their paths unnoticed. Finally, Sheba found herself outside the most important home of all, the one belonging to the leader of the man village. Without a second thought, she ripped down the door and pounced inside, ready to instill the same fear and pain inflicted upon her pride. But what met her eyes was not what she expected. Sheba froze. She stopped dead in her tracks as her breath calmed and her claws retracted. For no evil man appeared before her, just a tiny girl cowering with fear in the corner of the hut. Tears ran down her pretty face as she clutched a doll tightly to her chest. "Please, oh Lioness," she begged. "Please don't kill me." Sheba looked deep into the child's eyes, and in that moment, she recognized that she was behaving no differently to the men who had murdered her family. The fear she had experienced as a cub was the same fear mirrored in the child before her, and it was this fear that had destroyed everything. The little girl bravely gifted her doll towards Sheba. "Here," she said. "When I'm scared, I hold her close, and the fear goes away. You can keep her if you like." Sheba softened, and for the first time in years, compassion filled her soul. Peace had found her just in time, for unknowingly, the little girl's father had crept into the hut and was now plunging a spear straight through Sheba's unexpected heart. Sheba collapsed to the ground, and the little girl screamed. But it was too late. Sheba was dead, her lifeless body still clutching the doll she had been given just moments before. Sheba's death was not in vain, however, for that little girl grew up to become the leader of that village. And, in honor of the wisdom of that profound moment, the spirit of the lion was revered and protected. In that village, Both human and lion now lived in harmony in a respectful circle of life.